And nobody know, it's not a song and all you were saying. Soon as you go from yours and we will go. Soon as you right.
1 in the morning, dog bark, house shook. Father hit the stairs, took one hard look. Room looked wrong, cold fear in the air. Hoodie on a pillow, but the child wasn't there. Phone in his hand, dial 911 fast. Every second heavy when your world might not last. Street lights blur when the father hits the road. Heart full of fire, soul under dull load. Then he sees that car in the dead of the night. Sees his young daughter in the passenger side light. Not a stranger, no, he knew that face. Old man, old charge, same wicked case. Out on bond, same crime, same child. Court order says stay back, but he came back wild. Now tell me what a father thinks in that frame when the law dropped the ball and the devil came. Reasonable doubt, can you hear that sound? That's a father's heart when the walls fall down. Rescue or revenge, where the line drawn now. State says murder, defense says doubt. Reasonable doubt when the child's in the car. When the night goes black and you know who they are. Jury gotta wait that the world talks about. Was it rage, was it rescue, was it reasonable doubt? They said he chased him, ran him off the road. Steel in his chest, pain in his soul. They said he fired shots, too many to ignore. Prosecutor walked in and called it murder in court. But the defense stood up and said, hold that line. You don't freeze perfect when it's your child's life. This wasn't weeks later, not some cold plan. This was one dark night, one desperate man. Same suspect, same girl, same warning ignored. Same bond posted easy, same no contact order. So what's a parent trust when the system went thin? Paper on a predator, don't keep evil in. They talk about planning from a few months back. Talk about anger like that proves attack. But anger ain't murder, and fear ain't clean. Not when you find your child in a predator scene. Reasonable doubt, can you hear that sound? That's a father's heart when the walls fall down. Rescue or revenge with a line drawn out. State says murder, defense says doubt. Reasonable doubt when the child's in the car. When the night goes black and you know who they are. Jury gotta wait that the world talks about. Was it rage, was it rescue, was it reasonable doubt? Law says force when the threat runs live. When a child's in danger and you move to survive. Law says pause when the danger is done. That's the knife edge, split this whole case on. Prosecution says the threat had passed. Car in the ditch so the moment didn't last. Defense says no, that chain stayed tight. It was one long rescue in a terror-filled night. 14 years old and the man was 67. That alone hit the room like a crack through heaven. Prayer charges pending, the same child named. And the father sees her there, tell me he's to blame. Jury got to ask what a reasonable man sees. Not from a death, but from terror on the street. When the law failed once and the danger came twice. Does a parent stand down and roll the dice? This ain't a song about celebrating death. It's a song about law in the father's breath. It's a song about lines that the courtroom draws. About broken trust in the way the laws. About bond and orders and a child in fear. But what gets clearer when the danger is near? About that hard split none of us forget. Between stopping evil and paying a debt. Community watched and made their call. Said the system stumbled, said the courts let him fall. Some said hero, some said crime. Some said truth lives in the edge of time. Because the whole case turns on a single frame. Not the heat, not the noise, not the public flame. Was the threat still there when the trigger broke? That's the one hard question under all the smoke. If the answer is yes, then the law leans free. If the answer is no, then it's liability. That's why this case cuts deep and wide. Why people choose up and take a side. Not because facts are small or thin, but justice gets hard when fear steps in. And every parent listening knows this truth. The law sounds different when it's your own youth. Reasonable doubt, can you hear that sound? That's a father's heart when the walls fall down. Rescue or revenge where the line drawn out. State says murder, defense says doubt. Reasonable doubt when the child's in the car. When the night goes black and you know who they are. Courtroom full but the question stays loud. Was it law, was it love, was it reasonable doubt? 1 in the morning, one house, one call. One father saw the system fail through it all. Now the bench and the jury got to sort it out. Right there in the shadow of reasonable doubt.
I can also turn this into a darker, more aggressive, or more lyrical, NF style.